Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing some more Once Upon a Galaxy. This time we're going to be playing Princess Animal, whose captain ability is all your animals are all card types or character types, creature types. Anyways, they count as they have all the tags anyhow. So we take a couple of animals here with a silver Puss in Boots and a flying monkey, and then we get a Mr. Smee, which is going to give all our pirates +2 attack when they attack. We could take a third animal here, but I really like picks this early. I think adding that extra toughness usually ends up winning you a couple combats, and it is going to win us a combat here. We get a couple of attacks with our animals there, so we get some good Smee value there, like +6 attack during that combat, I think. Okay, so we got our first uncommon shop on turn 3 here. We're gonna take the Minotaur. We could take Katamari. I like Katamari with Smee just because I mean it counts as all types, but that's kind of the whole appeal. But since all our animals already all have that ability, then I'm less interested in Katamari. It is kind of nice because it scales itself, although like usually it's not scaling quite fast enough. But yeah, I just like the Minotaur with the base stats there. And then we get to golden our Puss in Boots here and take a treasure. And I did think about taking breadcrumbs there, but I took the drafty window specifically for this reason. We see a Pan's Shadow here. That's going to increase all the buffs from Faye. For an additional +1 attack, and of course Peter Pan is going to give +1 health. There's Peter Pan there, so we're going to get +2 to all our buffs from all our Fae, and because all our animals are technically Fae, that's gonna apply to them. So that's going to give us like a really wide range of extra numbers on our buffs. So like things like Baby Bear or like Mama Bear later on are gonna be enhanced. So I think that's pretty powerful. Like it takes a little bit of an investment early. Like of course we didn't really add to our board during that turn, but I mean with the Smee value there, our board is still big enough to be getting wins here. This is a pretty dry shop for us. The +2 attack across the board is fine, but I think I really like banking Angel of Mercy. I mean it's a rare character, so we put a rare silver character in our shop, and also just having that angel for potential health recovery later. Like if we can see the silver and gold version, then and we've lost a couple hearts later on. That's I think it's just like a thing I like investing in a little bit. And yeah, as you can see, the Anne Bunny does get extra stats from those Peter Pan. Speaking of Peter Pan and Peter Pan Shadow buffs, as well as Puss in Boots does have an enhanced Slay ability as well. Although kind of less likely because we want to get that Anne Bunny in slot 1. So things in slot 2 and 3, I'm pretty I've pretty much resigned myself to not being able to hunt, and yeah, we did lose the last combat, but I feel like our board is good enough that we could potentially still get a heart back. Like if we could get Anne Bunny to trade, like if Anne Bunny can get some 2-for-1 value, then we can potentially trade with the rest of our board. I mean, Jill Sunshine's gonna have a hard time trading, but and also, like, I mean, if Flying Monkey gets to attack, there's the potential to 2-for-1, because usually backlines are a little bit weaker. So that's why I'm thinking we can maybe get our heart back with Tin Man. And like I said, we took the Angel of Mercy early, so like even if we don't get a win here, which we do not, we had some pretty good opportunities to 2-for-1 with our Anne Bunny there, but unfortunately, because we missed the 2-for-1 opportunity, we do lose a full heart, or we would have lost a full heart if we had a full heart to lose. So yeah, taking the Tin Man does kind of blow up in my face. So I think we're gonna be out of it as soon as possible. I do kind of want to again look for the Angel of Mercy. If we find a silver and a gold, we could still get our heart back this turn. So I wanted to see one more shop. So we got out of Despicable Smee, which isn't really doing a ton on our board anymore, and is pretty low base stats itself. Yeah, we took 10 million Fireflies, which is going to give all our Fae a boost of stats, which includes all our animals. And yeah, since we didn't see the since we didn't see the angel, I did decide to just abandon the Tin Man there. And unfortunately, this Anne Bunny in 5 is good enough to get us the win in the next combat. Unfortunately, we can't recover a heart though. That is you can only recover a cracked heart with a win. But yeah, this 10 million Fireflies is going to do a lot of work on our board. We got the range sneak animal in Ninja in Training, so I mean, of course, that counts as a Fae. So we're going to be buffing that up with all our Fae or animal recruits with 10 million Fireflies. Excuse me. On turn 8, like, this is a pretty small chameleon, but like I'm feeling pretty strong. I mean, maybe I'm like maybe this is a little bit greedy because like the last couple times we took a risk feeling strong, like with the Tin Man and whatnot. Things kind of backfired, but I'm gonna go for it again. It is gonna buff the rest of our board with the fireflies and get buffed itself, of course. And yeah, we get an opponent with quite a large board here. We do end up getting the tie though, fortunately. But our chameleon definitely does not slay. We didn't really want it to slay that turn anyways. I mean, we want it to slay during a legendary turn, which is a pretty big gamble. And we got it up. I mean, we've got it up to 13 now. Unfortunately, we don't get any silvers here. We don't get to cycle through too many shops and give it a bunch of stats. So at 18, it's pretty unlikely to slay on legendary turn boards. And yeah, it does not slay. And once again, we take a full heart damage. This time we have a full heart to lose. So we are in the danger zone here. And unfortunately, yeah, our shops just haven't really afforded us too many ways to improve our board. I mean, Mockingbird and Phil are really nice. Phil would have been nice like several turns ago, but like as a 4/3, even if it does get resummoned a couple times, it's pretty low impact. I go for the Nessie just to get a legendary character. It's possible I should have just left it out. Like I think the Puss in Boots might have been comparable in size, so that might have just been a mistake. All right, we do manage to get our chameleon slay, and we manage a tie even somehow. That Anne Bunny getting to attack as well is very fortunate, and we get a very, very good breakpoint there. And yeah, the gamble with the chameleon does pay off. I mean, if we hadn't made our board weaker, we might not be in this position, but because either we are now anyways, so no reason to to worry about that. Anyways, we get the best possible secret rare is what I'm trying to say, and failing. Yeah, Tiamat is absolutely absurd. Probably the most broken single card in the game. And the fact that we are Princess Animal means that, I mean, all our animals are dragons. I guess I should go over what Tiamat does. So Tiamat says whenever one of your dragons dies, you get a random treasure. And that's not like a random treasure of your level or random common treasure. That's a random treasure in the entire pool. So secret rares are on the menu, are available, and opponent also has a Tiamat, but fortunately they're not Princess Animal, and they haven't found any other dragons, it looks like. So they've got a lone Tiamat. And yeah, it looks like unfortunately for us, our board is now too big. We've got some real strength disparity in this lobby, unfortunately. We do manage to keep our Tiamat alive, but we only lose we only lose one animal here, so that's one treasure, which gives all our it's going to give all our pirates treasure hoard 3, and if we can start churning out treasures, like that's a very good treasure because all our animals are pirates, of course. But yeah, we do have to find an opponent that can go relatively even with us and trade with our stuff without knocking us out. And that's a lot of stats on the opposing board there. We get a really good hit there attacking the Merlin, and we get a Trifork into a World Shrub out of our random treasures, and then an Excalibur to double the stats of our Anne Bunny to create a great breakpoint for us and actually allow us to win the combat. I mean, we weren't knocked out if we'd lost the combat. We still that's only half a heart damage still, but yeah. No, that was very fortunate, very, very fortunate flips, because of course Excalibur doubles the stats of all our heroes, and all our characters are heroes. Yeah, I mean, with World Shrub basically just takes negates our hero power, and I didn't realize that. That's why I almost passed on this Moon Shadow, but that's a very big ranged character. But yeah, I was still kind of in the mentality that only animals are dragons, but everything is a dragon now because of World Shrub. So yeah, we're happily going to take the Moon Shadow, which is going to give us a nice ranged character in the back there. And yeah, once again, we only lose one character, so we only get one treasure, but it is Dragon Dice, which is going to give us common treasure every time we recruit a dragon, which is any character. But it's a little bit of a non-bow with Trifork, because that means that every time we recruit a character, we're going to take 3 common treasures instead of the higher rarity cards. But I mean, at this point, we've got Excalibur, we've got We've got a bunch of things that just enhance our stats with treasure hoards, so it's now kind of just about getting volume of treasures, and yeah, Trifork is certainly going to help us do that. And as you can see, the amount of stats on our board has kind of exploded. I think we're going to take the Captain Hook again. Everything is an animal, so we don't need to be precious about our animal cards specifically. So we want to take our best utility cards, best cards with abilities. We do get a nice legendary treasure here after we pick this common treasure. I mean, Sword of Light and Shadow is fine. I mean, everything we have is a hero and a villain, so it's not too many stats, but it's just more stats to add to the pile anyways. Again, I think most of our strength is coming from just volume of treasures at this point, which we are getting a lot. Like the best thing that we can get now is like a parting gift to double our farewells, or the treasure that turns all your farewells into hunt abilities. That would really accelerate our growth. But we're just too strong to be getting a bunch of random treasures at this point. We went from on the brink of elimination there to I think a pretty commanding lead over the rest of the lobby here. I was considering replacing the Piper, but the Piper is providing a lot of attack. I mean, it provides double its attack to all our animals, which is everything, of course. So if we take that off the board, then all our stats are going to even out to be like say the Ninja in Training there is 480 toughness, so it'll probably be like 480 or whatever. So that we would lose a lot of attack. So if we were to replace the Piper with something, it would have to have a really significantly powerful ability. Like, I mean, I don't think we need the 2000 attack, but you know, just in case, you never know when somebody's gonna show up with an absolutely incredible board. So I think Pied Piper is just like nice insurance to have against somebody that shows up that we haven't seen in a while, that hits a huge power spike or something. I mean, kind of a mistake to take the Lesser Mimic there out of that sequence, because then it copies the next treasure you pull down. But it's not going to matter. The next treasure we got was common anyways. So we do take the last common treasure out of the pool. So any more common treasures we see are going to be warp cores. So if for those that haven't seen that, once a treasure pool is empty at a certain rarity, you start getting a treasure called warp core, which just gives like all your characters a certain amount of stats based on what level it is. So like the common warp core, I think, just gives all your characters +1/+1. The gold mop plus Punxsutawney Phil there does some work for the opponent, but unfortunately for them, our Tiamat board is just a little bit too much for them to handle. Which I mean, like I said, Tiamat probably the single most busted card in the game. And yeah, just that's a pretty good demonstration of it. And this isn't even like the upper limit of Tiamat boards. I've had games where I got a Tiamat early and had like 3000s on the board on like turn 12. So yeah. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed that. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. You can download the game for free. The link will be in the description if you want to try this out on mobile. And yeah. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.